Good evening, this is Melissa with the Stock Swish, and I thought I would do a market review tonight. It's Friday evening, October 12th, and I did a review, I think, about a week or so ago, and at the time that I did the review, I think it was on this day, the market was holding its uptrend. Clearly, we are not anymore. I'm surprised. I'm as surprised as anyone because I really thought we were going to hold because we've been rallying up so nicely. That being said, this doesn't mean we're going to completely fail and have some crazy down move here. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down days. So where we go from here now next week, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if this means that we're not going to get up to that 75 area that I had mentioned before or not. Let's go back and look at that. I still think we can go back up there. But I do think, however, that, get back here, we may not see the $80-some area that I was talking about before. I still think it's a possibility we can run up to here. Before I was talking about going up to another area. I don't know if we're going to get down. We may top out over here if we rally up to this area now, the way we're pulling back. Or we may not even get to that $75 area now. Looking at this here, 70.58, 70.54, this is topping. But that doesn't mean we're not going to get over that, okay? That's the thing. Right now, we did pull in for 6 days. But do you see where we stopped today? Right there. So this isn't like some crazy pull. The only thing that concerns me is this day that we should have been green, we came in red. And then we did actually have a professional bearish gap here and here. The market gap these 2 days. This is what I play as gap. So this was a nicer gap play here. I just played the market on the night. And it worked. So that being said, we can hold right here. This is 65.55. Let me just see here. 65.55. We're under that. We're under that. 65.63. You see that right there? 65.63 is the low of this bar in April. Today we're at 65.55. Okay, so that's a number. That's a number within 2 pennies. We could hold here now and rally up next week. This does look toppy though. But I still think we get up to that $75 area. If we can't get, when we rally back here at some point, because we will rally, even if we're going to go lower, we're going to rally first. Because remember, things don't move down. They wiggle and jiggle. If we can rally back above this area here and get over it, then we're up to that 75. If we can't, then this may be the top here for a little while, for a down move in the market. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see, but looking at this now, it looks like this is an actual number right here today where we held ourselves. I was surprised about this. I really thought we were going to get above this. I didn't notice at the time that this number was within a couple pennies here. This made a little top. But the fact is that we didn't hold, and like I said, we got down here and here. So we had some nice bearish moves in the market in the last couple of days. This isn't like Panic City, okay? This is just a pull-in right now. What we do after this, we'll have to see. Remember when I said in the video that I thought we were going to get to that other area, and we might get to the other area, the 80s, but it depends how we get there. That's going to see how if we actually go over that $75 area. This is what I'm talking about. Like, how do you actually get to the next place? So this is actually like a movement like where we're coming in and we're going up. We're coming in and we're going up. We're coming in and we're going up. And that's what I was talking about quickly getting there or doing nice little pullbacks and rallies up. And that's kind of what we're doing here. So when something goes like really, really fast in one direction, that's one way to go. Another way to go is to go pull in and go up, pull in and go up. We have a better chance of getting higher now, as crazy as this sounds, okay? We have a better chance of getting higher now if we can get over this area up to the 75 if we keep coming in and going up. If we keep coming in and going up. I keep coming in and going up. We have a better chance of getting farther along. It's going to take longer, okay, because we don't shoot up in one big block, but we have a better chance of continually going up. The only thing that concerns me here is this. But if we get over this, we're definitely going to get to that $75 area. Again, how are we going to get there? I don't know. We are definitely pulling back now. If we can't hold this number here, then we're going to come into here, and then we could rally up from there. It looks like, I don't know, we're holding a number here. This is an actual number, and we came in for 6 days, so I think we rally up here next week. But we could pull in again and come all the way down here, and then we could go back up and retest this area. I really feel that we will retest this area. Whether or not we go over this area or not, I do not know, but I feel that we have a great potential to retest this area up here. This is going to tell everything right here. If we can't get over this, then we're lower going into the end of the year. If we can get over this, we're going back up to that $75 area, which I said before, which I thought we were going to reach sooner, but then we decided to pull in. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. Remember, I play bearish gaps. So to me, if the market is pulling in, it just helps my gaps get to better targets. If the market is rallying, I still like playing bearish gaps because they're showing their weakness. They're showing their hand and how weak they are if the market's in an uptrend. So see what we did here. We were sideways for a while here, and then we still had this nice rally, and we came over this toppy area here. This area was toppy right here, 68.49, 68.50, 68.55. So we retested this 1, 2, 3 times, came in, and then we still held the uptrend and went over it, and then went over it again. So I know this did this here, but it doesn't mean we're not going to get over it later. Okay, we could just come pull in for a while and then be sideways and then get back over it. So you never know. We'll have to see what happens here and just watch it. But there was 2 nice bearish gaps you could play down in the market, this week. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm surprised with this. I'm really, really surprised, but that's what it is. We just didn't hold this pivot here. And we didn't hold this here. We came into another area. But it is still another area. And actually, like I said, we could come all the way down here. So we'll have to see what happens. I think maybe we might rally up here, then come in again, then come down here, retest this area where there's all this price action down here, and then try to make a move back up over this, and then we'll see what happens then. We're just going to have to watch it. So we'll do an update once a week and see what happens. But, pullbacks and resting periods are good for going higher. That's okay. Because remember, you can't go straight up, in fluid motions without any pullbacks. So when you get a chance for pullbacks, people that are going long take those opportunities to buy, and if they're buying, then it's pushing it up. So it means it's going to get to the next place. Does that make sense? So sometimes when people are going into long positions, they just use the pullbacks to get better prices and stuff. Then it carries the market up forward. So it doesn't mean that we're not going to still get up to that $75 area. We have to watch what happens here. So short term right now, we're in a downtrend. Longer term, we're still in an uptrend. If we pull all the way down here, we're going to be sideways. We have to see what happens in the next week. Anyways, this is Melissa with thestockswoosh.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com. I am doing a Golden Gap course class next weekend on October 20th and 21st. I would love to have you sign up for the class if you're interested. The cost is $1,500 for the 2-day class. It teaches how to find gaps to play and to play them on the day. So if you're interested, please feel free to email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com and have a great night.